Welcome back to the Rogues Gallery. This is Monospark. Monospark is a twin-stick shooter. And just starting out, we are here in our encampment. I've skipped the tutorial. But once you finish it, you end up here. Unfortunately, once you start out, there's not much to do here. This guy wants you to give him more runes so you can get more volunteers and expand your camp. We'll talk about that a little later. For now, let's get into the meat of the game. So as I said, twin-stick shooter. The game advertises itself as having Dark Souls-esque combat, which I think means that you can roll. And also, getting hit by an enemy does usually an obscene amount of damage. Your character is very fragile no matter what character you're playing. The character I'm playing now specifically is the Scout. His deal is that he shoots very slow, but he does a lot of damage. So this is our main objective throughout our runs. We need to find these switches. And those will allow us to open the door to the next area. So right now we are in the first area, Wolfsbane Woods. It only has 2 parts to the level. And it's pretty easy to get through. I don't expect I'll die early. Mostly we have to deal with wolves and spiders, both which go down in 1 or 2 hits. And this plant guy. Like I said, enemies deal a lot of damage. And sometimes they drop these. These are runes. They can be used to upgrade your camp. And mostly just that, actually. Also, I made this boar upset. Normally they don't aggro unless you shoot at them. Which I very impolitely did. So here you can occasionally find upgrade stations. They hold random upgrades. This one, for example, will slow enemy projectiles. And for those of you wondering why my aim is so bad, I am playing this on the Switch right now. My aim will get better in a little bit. But I always have actual trouble playing twin sticks on a controller. On things with actual twin sticks. I don't know why, I just can't get the hang of it. I vastly prefer mouse and keyboard. So next we're going to find the peculiar room. This is our checkpoint, so to speak. We can deposit all the runes we found. And if we have money, we can spin the wheel and get a random set of upgrades to pick from. So let's grab the Boots of Haste. We can also purchase a sub-item, which will become later available for upgrade in the main encampment. So let's grab the flask. They call it a health potion, but it's an Estus flask. So now that we've got the basics down, I think it's time for a tragedy. I can't believe this has happened. I would never have planned this. And here we are back at the encampment once again. Although it still looks a little sparse. So maybe we should see what we can do about that. Alright, that's much better. I spent a few hundred runes, and now my camp is actually looking pretty nice. I've got a few new characters. Over here, we have the item merchant. I have upgraded my health flask to level 3, so I get 3 drinks every time I go in the dungeon. This guy will let me weaken specific enemies. I have chosen the Necromancer. We'll talk about why later, but mostly because that guy's an asshole. The Chef will let you prepare meals, which will increase your stats for the run. This guy will give you special character-specific bonuses. And finally, at this altar, if you complete certain conditions of the dungeon, you can set an artifact to be used each run. So you can save an artifact from a previous run. But now that I'm done explaining, we should actually get in the dungeon. So we already saw what the scout can do. He's actually called the hunter. It was my bad. So let's see what the crossbow guard can do. She has an artifact equipped already. One I found in the dungeon, it gives me an extra point of health. And you know what? Let's also buy her special ability. And then we'll get in there. So the crossbow guard, things about her, she shoots very fast, but her damage is not as good as the hunter. She also has a better dash. You can do it up to 3 times before it needs to recharge. And that's really about it for her. So we're going to run through these first 2 levels real quick. What I'm looking for is mostly gold and the 1 artifact I can find in the next level. Looks like an artifact specifically for her. Not particularly useful, but we take what we can get. Let's see what else we got on the menu. Stone Ram is not too bad. It will give me an extra point of health if I kill 3 enemies in a row. Also a fun note, there is friendly fire in this game. Enemies can hurt each other. Now this is a useful artifact. So notice enemies now start to have shields. This can get annoying. Usually you have to bait their attack, although if you can aim well, you can get around the shield by shooting them in the pixels where they aren't quite shielded, like the head or the feet. Also, this is why the freezing sprite is very good. It will trivialize some basic enemies and also a lot of bosses. Another nice thing about the crossbow guard is that she can move while shooting, which the hunter cannot do. Although I still prefer the hunter just because the sheer damage output kind of makes him worth it in the end. Especially against bosses. Everything just takes more time when you're not playing as him. But yeah, notice I can still get this guy in the head if I aim right. Alright, looks like the last switch is going to be over here. And now we found the first boss level. So here's going to become very apparent about the damage this lady can do, which is not much. This is the knowledge. He is not a beholder. He is an original character. Do not steal him. But the trick, as you might guess, is to shoot him in the eye. Hey, you got frozen. Nice. So his little buddies there will petrify me if they hit me. Which is usually a death sentence, as then you get hit by the laser. Unless, of course, you're behind all these convenient bookshelves. And then once he dies, all his minions die. But yeah, you might have noticed when he got frozen, I could just get free hits on him. Freezing is very good. And it will trivialize most of the bosses. I really do wish I had more damage upgrades, though. But hopefully we'll find a few. There's still time. These green areas are poison. Hang out there too long, start taking damage over time. Usually enough to kill you. Alright, someone drop some meat. There it is. So yeah, like I said, enemies do a lot of damage in this game. Which is why I prefer to carry the health potion. Because it kind of offsets that. Like we got another artifact here. This is another minion, I think? Yeah. That's not a bad one. Anything that attacks for you, keeps you out of danger, is always nice. I believe the peculiar room is next. Yep. As you go through these, it costs more to activate the roulette wheel. Man, none of these are great. I guess I'm going to go with attack speed up. And you can activate the wheel more than once, but you have to have a lot of coins to do so, and I didn't quite have that much. So this is the room where I set the eggplant to be my artifact that carries between runs. To do that, you have to damage yourself. I could set a new one, but I'm pretty happy with the eggplant. It does the job. All right, there's the Necromancer. You can tell he's weakened as he has a little heart icon over his head. He's a horrible enemy, and I hate him. His thing is he can either do that attack, which does a lot of damage, or he can spawn a bunch of skeletons to protect him. And here we have a mini-boss. Mini-bosses will give you a choice of 2 relics if you beat them, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. This guy's not the easiest one, but he's also not the hardest one. They're basically souped-up versions of regular enemies. Also, I have a bat to just attack for me. Not exactly riveting work here. But hey, it gets the job done, and that's what keeps me happy. Alright, let's see what we got. We got poison attack, or projectiles bounce off walls. I feel like poison attack might be good. Both of those I'm not a huge fan of, but Actually, let's see how good poison really is. Not that great, actually. Although combined with the bat, I guess it does the job. Not as well as I'd like, but it kills stuff. And with that, we've made it to the second boss room. This one I might have to fast forward through because it takes a long time. So the trick with this boss is you wait for 2 puffs and then attack. Also, he got frozen right there, which was very helpful. But notice how little damage I do. I stopped paying attention. And then his other attack is he can set the floor on fire. Mostly just very easy patterns to dodge. And then once you take him down to like half health, he starts getting very slow. Easy enough. And with that, we will move on to the last set of levels. The Aberrations Chambers. And another mini-boss. Let's get him. So this guy, if he pulls you in with his tongue, he does huge damage. Thankfully, if you hit him, he loses his grip. And I have a bat that's just constantly hitting him. I think I'm gonna go with damage up. I might regret this. Now we're going to start seeing big spiders. Big spiders are annoying because they can spawn a bunch of tiny spiders and they can web you up. Ooh, that was close. These guys with the blue shields can reflect projectiles, which has killed me many a time. And I believe we get another peculiar room down here. Sure do. So all my runes are saved. See if there's anything useful. I kind of want to buy this stuff, but let's see what we got to offer first. I'm going to shuffle again. This one is not too bad considering how fast I attack. Basically a double attack now. We will spend the rest of the money on extra orbs, as I am quite fragile. So yeah, I made fun of this game earlier for saying it's Dark Souls when it's not really, but I do like this game. I think it's not bad. Except right now. I think it's terrible right now. Good thing I bought that armor. It's a passable twin stick. It's slower and methodical without being boring kind of slow, kind of like Utopia 9 was. And I've played quite a bit of it, and I enjoy it. I have, however, not beat it, but this might be the run. You never know. If I don't kill myself first. Looks like I got poison there. I poisoned myself with my own poison bolt. Smart stuff by me. So as you can see, those tongue guys are in fact regular enemies. They're just as dangerous as the mini bosses though. They do a lot of damage if they get you. I think this might be the... Nope, not the last one. Yeah, the aberrations chambers are a big drain. There's a bunch of tough enemies. They're very big and long. But I got a good feeling. I'm gonna make it this time. Just got one more to go. That's way too many necromancers. Oh, and this is our last enemy type. The fishmen. They throw spears at you very fast. You know, I take it back. I think poison's doing... It's serving me pretty well. Shot myself again. Right there, I got poison. That's why I lost so much health. Alright, so where's that switch? There it is. Alright, just need one more. I don't even notice the artifact. Let's see what we get. That seems like it could be dangerous to me. Try it out. Yeah, I have a feeling that's gonna come back to bite me. That said, we have opened all the doors, and now it is time, finally, for our last peculiar room. Let's get damage up. Let's buy these glass orbs. And I think we are ready for the final boss. This boss is, as they say in the business, kind of bullshit. First of all, you do almost no damage to it. Second of all, it likes to fill the screen with garbage. To be honest, I've never got to the second phase before. Freeze is godlike. Oh no, not again. Run out of juice. I can't believe it. This was the run. Oh, shit. That's not good. All right, we're still in it. So this episode might go really long. Or it might not. I'm out of juice. I'm in a place I've never been before. Only my back can save me now. The music is pretty nice here, though. Well, I got distracted. But hey, that's Monosmark, and we can even watch it happen again. I guess there's even more to the game than that. But that's a good place to stop. So I'll see you next time. Bye.